this means. We're going to turn that micro niche into an authority site, a genre site. And remember, we looked a few pages ago. Genres are your big terms, the highly competitive terms that the major corporations dominate, whereas micro niches are the terms where there's favorable supply and demand ratios for your entry to market. So why would you want to go after these competitive search terms and these competitive marketplaces? Well, I'm going to show you why. What you're going to do is you're going to set up an authority site. That's your very own center. From there, you're going to develop a sub-niche site, which is going to send credibility and link juice, we call it link juice, back to your authority site. After you do that, you're going to do that a few more times. Each one of those sub niches is going to be sending credibility and authority and link juice back to your authority site, your center. But what about all those micro niches? What we're going to do now is we're going to set up PPC style sites to address those long tail phrases, and we're going to pick up those micro niches as well. After a little while, you've got that going for each of your sub niches, and all that juice is passing back to your authority site. Let's look at this in a real example. Oh, here's the what happens with your page rank in this model. Your niches are going to all be shooting for about a PR2. We're seeing that a PR2 or better is competitive at the 100,000 search volume level. Your authority site is going to get pushed up to a PR4, and you're going to get on that front page with the big dogs. We're going to take a look at the fishing example. Leonard's been working in the fishing genre, specifically the surf fishing niche within that. So his first niche that he's chose to address is surf fishing. You can see that here. The fishing center would be his authority site, and all the content and topicality that's at the surf fishing niche is going to be at the authority center site. But the authority center is going to be passing link credibility towards the surf fishing niche. This site, your authority site, is getting no traffic at this point. It simply exists as a placeholder for your page rank and future credibility. So with the authority site, I misspoke. The niche site is now pointing back to the authority site. So in the beginning, the authority site sends content to the niche site. This is a general topic, fishing. Anything about surf fishing goes over here to the surf fishing website. It's a separate website, separate domain. Content goes this way, link juice goes this way, but only link juice is flowing back to the fishing site. As Leonard's researching, he's got a product over here too. This site exists to sell a dedicated product. This site, not really so much yet. He notices that there's people searching on surf fishing Texas, surf fishing Florida. Those are micro niches. So you've got your authority center, your genre, your niche, surf fishing, and your micro niche. We're getting into long tail phrases here. He doesn't want to spend the energy to develop a whole site for them, so he develops PPC sites, one page, squeeze page sites that sell the Surf Fisherman's Guide to Texas, the Surf Fisherman's Guide to Florida. But what's happening is those sites point link juice back to the surf fishing site. So he's got a domain name here, domain name here, domain name here, domain name here. And all of those are pushing link juice back to the fishing site. This site is beginning to develop some credibility and some authority because it has so many links pointing towards it, but it's a general topic site. So he takes some of that link juice and he says, I'm going to develop a fly fishing website. Same thing. He writes a bunch of articles about fly fishing, begins to develop a fly fishing product, and then channels all those articles towards the fly fishing website. But something happens here that didn't happen with his first site. What happens here is that the fly fishing site develops credibility more quickly than either of these sites, because now all this juice is passing over to the fly fishing site. So this site's going to get indexed a lot more quickly. Because it gets indexed more quickly, it's going to be able to pass link juice more quickly and more heavily back to the phishing site. Oh, some people say reciprocal linking doesn't actually pass link juice. The tests show that it does, that it's a totally valid way to link as long as the topicality trumps reciprocality. And if you think in terms from Google's point of view, reciprocal links are total votes of confidence between two separate website owners. So don't discount reciprocal linking in this scenario. But if you are worried about it, after this builds credibility, you can cut the links leading to it. It won't matter because your article marketing and whatnot is all going to be putting link juice into the fly fishing. So now he discovered fly fishing, and I made a little typo there, but this is fly fishing Montana guide and the fly fishing Wyoming guide. Same thing. He developed 2 more domain names for the fly fishing and set up PPC campaigns. And these are, say, $10. They're just a 5-page guide to surf fishing Montana, or fly fishing in Montana. And this is your bigger product. Now, at the fishing website has just doubled in its size. Remember, for PageRank, every page you add to your website adds a tiny bit more PageRank to the whole website. So now this site, his authority center, is twice the size of either of these sites. Let's keep this slide kind of clean and pull that stuff out so you can get a better look. Because now he adds the deep water fishing site. Same thing. Content here at the authority center, which is now getting to be a very big, formidable website, is passing link juice to deep water fishing. Deep water fishing is then passing link juice back. So if you think about it, each one of these sites is adding credibility to the center, the authority site, and the authority site is then sharing that credibility with whichever site it wants to. By the time he gets to his 4th and 5th sites, he's able to do this very quickly. Oopsie. So now he's got 6 sites. These sites grow really fast because the authority center has so much page rank, he can get these sites indexed very quickly. So all these sites are passing link juice and credibility to the authority center, and he now has the Fishing Center full-fledged authority website. So what does this look like in the supply and demand? Now that he has an authority site with so much topicality, so many pages, he's able to stake his claim against the Godzilla in the marketplace. He's able to dominate all of the micro niches that he chooses to go into. Oh, I guess this is fishing. And when we look at fishing by itself, we notice that Bass Pro, the website, is number 1. They're dominating the entire genre. But now let's look at freshwater fishing. Freshwater fishing is a niche within the genre, and guess who's up here in the top 3? 60% of our clicks in this top 3 section, and guess who's up here? Bass Pro, once again. By taking a strong position as an authority site, they're able to easily and efficiently address whichever niche sites they choose to go after. That's it. That kind of basically explains the mentality. I didn't do a summary slide, but I think that's enough information about what we're talking about right now. So I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, leave comments. Let me know what you thought of this little video. I kind of did it pretty fast.